One shot. Let's begin. Heisei Shinkaitan Ushi no Kubi by Tomomi. Translated uploaded by No Group and C.U. Smith. Alright. It is the month of October, and we are nearing the final day. That background's a little messed up because that shoe thing, it fell off. Like, literally, it fell off. You see, there's no shoes there anymore. So I gotta rearrange it and then go from there. See? No shoes. Anyways, I am still sick. I am mostly recovered. I think another, 2-3 days. So we're gonna attempt a longer one because I've been wanting to... Oh, God. I've been wanting to read a longer one for a while. So we're going to read Ushi no Kobe, and we'll do our best, okay? We'll do our best. So let's begin, everybody. The origin of these events... Oh, wait, let's begin. I gotta say that. The origin of these events, now common tale, goes back to the Heisei era, or so my uncle said. Oh, it's a person. A 38-page special one-shot retelling the horrors of a past era. Once it spread through word of mouth. Now it's also blended into the waves of digital signals. New supernatural tale of the Heisei era. Cow's Head by being spoken of the breath once more. Special one-shots, Tomomi. My uncle's workplace was always dark. Toji-kun! Hey! I liked him. His serious nature and all. So dark. But I wonder what kind of work he hid from his cute niece. I could never grow fond of this place. Kune. Oh, it's just you. Toji-kun. Uncle? Does managing ghost stories really pay that well? It's an important work. Managing ghost stories in this day and age? Most of the stories stored here were man-made fabrications, but no matter how advanced technology gets, you can't stop people from spreading it. And when stories spread by word of mouth, they get distorted, exaggerated, until eventually they start to feel real. The fear and curiosity that ghost stories bring, they're an incurable disease, and it's a disease that needs to be controlled. Horrors that should have remained just stories have begun manifesting in reality. Stop! Not in here. Curiosity kills. Learn your lesson and don't barge into someone's workplace again. You're mean. Just go home. I'll take you back. No need. I'll go with that guy. Who? The one who brought me here. He's been here the whole time. It's just been you and me this entire time. Huh? The lights! Toji-kun! Calm down. Power will be back soon. Look! We have been waiting. Rattle. In this era on the verge of fading away. And now we can be reborn once more. This girl, unaware of anything, will surely become our mother. Looks like it's back on. Toji-kun. Misaki? What was that? Who did this? Die. What is die? Huh? Toji-kun! I hear voices from the box. Misaki! Don't touch that! Huh? Ghost stories. Kune. Huh? Where is this? Toji-kun? Somebody? That is... Who is it? I can't see clearly. Somebody. Huh? I want to die. I want to die. What to do. Stop! I want to die. You want to die too, don't die. I want to die. I want to die. Look, look. So close. Almost had you. Ooh, almost had you. But it's only a matter of time. The one who brought Misaki here. Was it you? That girl sure will make a fine mother. The seed has already been planted. Misaki, don't worry. You will be alright. Fear. Just spread it thin. No, just spread it thin before it consumes you. Now, spit it out. Hello, it's me. How many can you gather? That's enough. Connect me. That you are more to die. Snap. For now, let's get out of here. There was someone tied up? What was that? Misaki. Back then, they'd cut off the limbs of criminals, tie them up, and use them as scarecrows to ward off pests. That's just in the story, though. Whether it's connected to them who brought you here, I honestly don't even know. These entities latch on to hosts as experiences. To escape their fear, the hosts spread the story by repeating this cycle. They continue to grow. In an age where information flows so easily, ghost stories are far too dangerous. People like you who don't understand the terror of curiosity are nothing more than perfect prey. It must never happen again. Not like last time. Sounds like that cow's head story. That? Who told you about that? Wait, why do I even know about it? What I'm about to tell you, everything that happened, I can't bear this alone. It's too terrifying. This is my experience. Human curiosity keeps it alive. Stay tuned for the next appearance. Alright, my voice actually held up pretty decently there. Oh, no, I was about to turn on the light. I was like, alright, job well done. We're good, everybody. We're good. Ooh, the lighting's especially scary today. Probably because of all the, the black streets got going on. Not like this, see? This is ginger ale. Good for you. I didn't just drink a 2-liter today. That's part of it. I feel like I've read about the Ushi no Kubi, or the cow's head. Oh boy, this one is gonna be a real throwback. But I read a story, and it's about a cow that would have people's faces. I made a whole review of that, and it was an okay story, just okay. It was horror, so that was exciting. I think this is an interesting concept. The idea, and this is perfect just because the concept of this room alone is rife with stories and possibilities of things that could happen. And this is a solid one shot to go and introduce it. Because who knows how many people she released, right? Or how many stories she released this way or that way. And this is a rather interesting premise because how do you battle them? It's not quite clear. He called some people up, and then he used an app. The ghost busting app, maybe, who knows? So that gadoosh them away, right? And so in a case like this, I wonder what modern technology would be used to combat these. Because would it be a case of, okay, we used it for phone apps, we're going to go boom, 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 do. Is it going to be a case of we try to spread misinformation so that people don't find them scary and instead try to find them funny? So there might be a story where we parody what's going on. Because if there's no fear, or if people aren't scared of that, they might lose power, right? Kind of like the Freddy Krueger concept. And then if they die, the memory gets erased, then who knows? Or they could make their own modern stories potentially to go and combat them. Or maybe they'll try to honor them or try to recharacterize the story or this, that, or the other. I think there's a number of interesting possibilities with this story that you could go and try to try to construct an interesting narrative. Um, but yeah, you don't have to just use force throughout the entire things, but when you do need to use force, you can. Plus, I think it'd be really, really funny is, because this cow thing is, gonna be the main villain. Essentially, it'd be like if the cow thing was just typing on message boards. Like, no, no, I'm gonna make sure people scare me. No, no, look at this and look at that. And it's also interesting in the age of the internet, if they're gonna like record videos, and this thing wouldn't be able to be shown on camera because of that. And then as a result, it's like, okay, we see the ghost videos moving. That's scary. Maybe it tries to get fear that way, or maybe in the era of modern technology, people aren't there like, wow, the special effects on this video are amazing. Da 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 da. Or maybe you make several parodies where it just becomes worse and worse. And I'm now getting a little bit too whatever with this and being a little too creative with this. But the idea that ghost stories are far too dangerous because they don't understand the terror of curiosity, um, I think is a really interesting premise because now I grew up with Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger went and he was a guy who essentially got more powerful the more people were scared of him, and then he'd target you in your dream world because everybody has to sleep. And those movies didn't play too much with the concept of how do you make sure that people don't fear him as much, right? They were like individuals were like, okay, I'm not scared of you, and maybe the town would try to erase Freddy Krueger's name, and that's basically how I got the story. That's basically how it was. It's a slasher film, not meant to be an existential dive through, but this doesn't seem like a slasher story. It seems psychological, and through this, it's so many interesting possibilities because I know I keep coming back to this comment, but the internet has made some degenerates. Like, I read a story just the other day about somebody trying to fuck the Grudge Girl. Or Ring Girl. Um, and so I could even see people making thirst trap edits of, like, this guy. Or, like, just trying to cutesify them so they're not terrified of him. They're like, come slay me, daddy. Or something like that. I could see things like that happening again and again as like a kind of a shitpost way to like do that. Or the girl's like, wait a minute, the internet's full of people who will fuck anything. Let's go and make it so that way we make it as sexy as possible. Or we just leave a couple of comments here about how cute they are, or da 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 da, how they're into it, right? I think it's all hilarious, and I really like this as a concept, and I know that this probably wouldn't be the direction you'd go. It probably is supernatural story, and then there's going to be some organization here, and this organization is going to go and teach them how to, like, use these cell phones or whatever to go and exercise people. There'll probably be salt. There'll probably be more, like, traditional means here, because fire is a very traditional way to get rid of people. And it's interesting that, like, the VHS, or not the cassette player, disappeared. But it's super interesting that, and it's just going to be fire and salt through everything, maybe some prayer beads or whatever. But yeah, I would love it if this was actually a social media approach about how do you make people not terrified of urban legend or terrified of a monster. I think I created a new concept for a series that I would actually really love. Is that you have one monster. Maybe it doesn't have to be Freddy Krueger-esque, because I don't think slasher people are the right thing for this. But like a myth or a legend, you could choose, I guess, from a number of yokai, if we still want to keep the Japanese theming. And then you could have it try to gain fear amongst the population, and then it's using the internet. And then this group is aware of it, or it maybe battles with the fact that the internet is full of degenerates, and they just don't believe it, especially with modern technology. I think that could be fun. Like, ooh, great compliment. And he's like, people don't fear me here. They think it's a movie, it's a production. They said this was the worst thing here, so great. Now I gotta go and make my own movie. He makes his own movie. Fuck, they said the special effects sucked. Damn it. Damn it, I can't do it. Okay, I'm gonna use my power to get a physical form. Ugh. Oh, God, no. What are they saying about me? Let me take that back. And then, oh, no, they made a plushie out of me. Why? No, they're cosplaying me. Why do they find me funny? And then eventually the yokai becomes good because of reasons. Because we corrupted him for the better. But yeah, I don't know. I know that's not what this thing is about. It's completely for tangent. This in itself, great art, great story. I love the concept. And the fact that it doesn't really explain too much. I love that in horror stories where it doesn't explain too much here. Like, it makes sense logically what's happening, but it doesn't need to, like, overly explain everything of this, that, or the other. It was just the right amount of explanation here. We're here, okay, great. This is a real life person. There's a scarecrow. This person goes and stops it from doing that. And then this cool little seed of fear is pretty awesome. And then they go and they purify, and then he educates her on everything that happens. And it's really, really awesome. Good story, kept me curious, made me want to make a completely different story. And you know what? The timing of this is almost perfect. We only got like 2 more one shots of this person. I guess 2.5 ish, or 2+1 collection of short stories. Alright, looks like we're gonna end this month on the 31st with the death penalty one shot with the dog god. Can't wait, everybody. Tomomi, you're pretty awesome. Keep up the good work. And that also means we can look at the Twitters and pick IVs. Or pick fours, I don't know. Pick fours, I don't know. Pixels? Whatever. With all that being said, like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for being born, y'all. Peace out.